Hey everybody, my name is Cade Bekanich, managing partner of Park Lane Financial Group, and this is something that your financial advisor might not have mentioned to you. Most people think that a health savings account or an HSA is just a way to pay for medical expenses. But what if I told you that the HSA is actually one of the most powerful tax advantage accounts in existence, even better than your 401k or even a Roth IRA? That's right. HSAs offer something that no other retirement account can match. Triple tax advantages that could potentially save you tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars over your lifetime. Yet most financial advisors barely even mention them, and most people who have them aren't using them correctly. I've worked with dozens of clients over the past few years, and I've seen firsthand, especially over the recent months, how a properly optimized HSA strategy can transform someone's retirement outlook to a much more favorable result. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use an HSA, not just for healthcare expenses today, but as a powerful, long-term wealth building tool for tomorrow. Let's get into it. So the first thing you need to understand about HSAs or health savings accounts is that they offer three distinct tax advantages that no other account can match. When you contribute to an HSA, you get an immediate tax deduction. That's number one. That's similar to a traditional IRA or 401k. Your money grows completely tax-free inside the account. That's number two. And when you withdraw for qualified medical expenses, those withdrawals are 100% tax-free. And that's number three. This triple tax advantage is a unique aspect of our tax code. Think about it. Traditional retirement accounts give you a tax break now, but tax you later. Roth accounts, which are fantastic, give you a tax break later, but make you pay tax on your money today. But HSAs, they never tax you at all if used correctly. For a family in the 24% tax bracket, maximizing their HSA contribution of $8,300 in 2025, that's an immediate tax savings of nearly $2,000. And over decades, this advantage compounds dramatically. The second key strategy is understanding how to qualify for an HSA in the first place. To be eligible, you must be enrolled in a high deductible health plan or an HDHP. For 2025, that means a health plan with a deductible of at least $1,600 for individuals or $3,200 per family. Most people avoid high deductible plans because they fear high out-of-pocket costs, but this is often a financial mistake. When you factor in premium savings and tax benefits, high deductible health plans with HSAs frequently outperform traditional health plans for most people, especially those who are relatively healthy. I recently worked with a client who was paying $450 per month for a premium PPO plan through her employer, but by switching to a high deductible health plan with an HSA, her premium dropped to $250 monthly. This saves her $2,400 a year or $200 per month. Even after accounting for her higher deductible, she came out ahead financially by far while getting access to the powerful HSA tax benefits. The third critical strategy is maximizing your contributions, and there's a key factor: consistently. For 2025, you can contribute up to $4,150 for individual coverage or $8,300 for family coverage. And if you're 55 or older, you can add up to an additional $1,000 as a catch-up contribution, kind of similar to your 401k. And unlike FSAs, which are flexible savings accounts, there's no use it or lose it provision. Your money remains in the account year after year, potentially growing tax-free for decades if you start today. And if possible, try to pay current medical expenses out of pocket, preserving your HSA funds for long-term growth. Think of it as a dedicated retirement health fund that you're allowing to compound over time. And the secret fourth strategy that most HSA holders completely miss is properly investing your HSA funds. Many people with HSAs leave their money sitting in cash or low-yield accounts, earning minimal returns over time. This is a massive missed opportunity. Fortunately, today, most HSA providers now offer investment options similar to what you might find in your 401k. Once you meet a minimum cash threshold, which is typically $1,000 to $2,000 for emergency healthcare needs, you should invest the remainder of your diversified portfolio aligned with your time horizon and risk tolerance. And of course, before any of that, you should consult your financial professional. A client of mine has been able to accumulate about $35,000 in his HSA over the past 7 years, but it's been sitting in cash earning about 0.1%. So just over the past several months, as we implemented a general investment strategy for his HSA account, the account value is now worth over $40,000, which is a tremendous rate of return considering the amount of interest he's earned over the past 7 years, which has basically been nothing. And the number 5 strategy is to save today and reimburse yourself later. This is where the magic really happens. The IRS allows you to reimburse yourself for qualified medical expenses at any point in the future. This could be years or even decades after the expense occurred. The only requirement is that the expense must have occurred after you've already established your HSA. Here's how this works. Pay for medical expenses out of pocket today, but save all of your receipts. Let your HSA continue to grow tax-free, and then, years later during retirement, you can reimburse yourself for those past expenses, which effectively create a tax-free income. The idea is to pay for the expense out of pocket today and reimburse yourself during retirement, so that way when you do need the money, you could decide to take money out of your HSA completely tax-free, even though those expenses have already been paid for. And the best part, these accounts aren't subject to RMDs or required minimum distributions, and because you're reimbursing yourself for a qualified medical expense, none of this this is taxable. Your HSA should really be viewed as part of your overall retirement strategy, not just a healthcare account. And in terms of priority, you might consider investing in your accounts in this order. Of course, first, max out your 401k and get the employer match. Don't forget it because it's essentially free money. Second is maxing out your HSA. And third is returning to your 401k or IRA to maximize those additional contributions. This approach prioritizes the most tax-efficient accounts first while ensuring you don't leave free money on the table from your employer matching. This final strategy involves using your HSA strategically in retirement. After age 65, HSAs become even more flexible, and you can withdraw funds for non-medical expenses without the 20% penalty that applies to younger account holders. However, you will pay ordinary income tax on these non-medical withdrawals, similar to a traditional IRA or a 401k. However, withdrawals for qualified medical expenses, similar to what we talked about earlier, are completely tax-free. Given that the average couple spends approximately $300,000 on healthcare in retirement, having a dedicated tax-free fund for these expenses is incredibly valuable. So whether you're in a high-deductible health plan today or not, if you have questions about how an HSA can become part of your planning strategy, click the link in the description below to schedule your first meeting today. I'm Cade Bekanich, certified financial planner and managing partner of Park Lane Financial Group. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.